People can grow and become a better version of themselves just by realizing that everyone we meet in life has something different to offer. Something unique, something useful, something beautiful of their own. But how often does that actually happen? Rarely would a person discard their own pride and cast it aside to use what others know to their own advantage. But no, that does not happen much often. The pride becomes a barrier. Bruce Lee overcame this barrier of pride and became a legend. Jeet Kundo is what Bruce Lee developed from Wing Chun and other principles, stealing from all to achieve his own uniqueness. But that is not just a mere copy. His form of martial arts is roughly a reflection of his own philosophies that holds the genius of the legend. And how did he do it? By casting aside the pride and focusing on the good that can help him realize his potential and do good for him. The concept of his style, the Jeet Kundo, is based on one of his more known messages. From what I understand, absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely your own. But the question is, how do you do that? After all, the life you are leading adds a lot, and the flow of life discards a lot. And for an average person, wrapped in his own lifestyle, solely focusing on surviving, to create something unique of his own and then make it fit in a predefined way of living is not an ideal situation. From what I understand, this particular message can be then summed up as trial and error. Trial and error, but for that to happen, one must discard the pride. The pride that does not allow a person to learn from others, to adopt something good. And once you let go of that pride, you start adopting from others and you add to your own skill set. You create an arsenal of skills, and while doing so, while spending more time with such skills that you picked up from others, you begin to learn what suits you, and thus you do the elimination, discarding what is useless. And when you start learning from various sources, you open your mindset, you widen your scope, and thus you allow your mind to manifest by observing and playing with the raw data it has been fed with, thus creating something new, something unique of yourself. So, by observing many people and their behavior, casting aside your pride and allowing yourself to adopt what feels good for you, and then giving yourself time to create something unique is indeed a marvelous way of living. For that would mean that one is striving to achieve higher and improved state of being an intellectual person.